The containment breach alarm shrieked through the Galactic Youth Academy on Proxima Station. Professor Yllera's scales turned pale as frost as she checked the display. Sector 7, Xenobiology Lab. The Carthex. Evacuate immediately, she screamed, her 4 legs carrying her toward the emergency protocols. A Carthex was an apex predator from Terminus 4, 800 pounds of muscle, claws, and primal rage. The specimen had been sedated for educational observation, but somehow the secondary containment had failed. The species was known for one terrible trait: when threatened or confused, it killed everything in sight. Through the station's camera feeds, Yllera watched in horror as the massive creature prowled through corridors, its 6 red eyes scanning for prey. Students fled in every direction, their screams echoing through the halls. Security drones deployed but kept their distance. Protocol demanded they not agitate the beast further until evacuation was complete. Then the Carthex turned toward the nursery wing. Yllera's blood froze. The nursery housed the youngest students, including 3 Carthex cubs, orphans brought to the academy for socialization studies. And their assigned caretaker this cycle was the human, Yllera whispered. Teacher Sarah. The security feed showed Sarah Chen sitting cross-legged on the nursery floor, the 3 Carthex cubs playing around her. At 8 weeks old, they were the size of large dogs, all playful pounces and curious chirps. Sarah was laughing, gently wrestling with one while another gnawed on her sleeve. She hadn't heard the alarm. The nursery's soundproofing was too effective. The adult Carthex crashed through the nursery door with a roar that shook the cameras. Sarah's head snapped up, her body instinctively moving between the cubs and the threat. Yllera expected carnage, the mother's protective instinct meeting an unknown creature near her young. But the Carthex stopped. Its massive head tilted, 6 eyes fixed not on Sarah, but on the cubs climbing over the human's shoulders, mewing for attention. One cub had wrapped its tiny arms around Sarah's neck. Another was playfully batting at her hair. The cubs showed no fear. Only familiarity. Only trust. Sarah remained perfectly still, her voice soft but steady. It's okay, Mama. They're safe. I promise you, they're safe. The Carthex took one thundering step forward. Then another. Sarah didn't move, even as the predator's hot breath washed over her face. The creature's nostrils flared, scenting her, analyzing. Then it did something that made Professor Yllera drop her data pad. The Carthex lowered its massive head and gently, impossibly gently, nuzzled the cubs still clinging to Sarah. A deep, rumbling purr emanated from its chest. The cubs chirped excitedly, climbing between their mother and their human caretaker as if both were equally safe. Sarah slowly reached out and placed her hand on the Carthex's scarred muzzle. Good Mama. You were looking for them, weren't you? Security finally arrived to find Sarah sitting peacefully with 4 Carthex, mother and cubs together, all calm, all content. Later, when investigators reviewed the footage, they updated humanity's file in the galactic database. Under Threat Assessment, someone added a new note. Apex predators recognize other apex predators. But only humans are apex protectors. The deadliest creatures in the galaxy will spare those who shelter their young.